Hi, I'm Rob Minton, the Executive Director of CrossRoads Missions. I'm going to take a few minutes and just share a little bit about who CrossRoads is and what we do. We have 6 primary fields of service. 4 of them are permanent: Mexico, New Orleans, Appalachia, and Louisville. We have teams that work and live in those locations year round. And then we have 2 programmatic areas, which are Help Build Hope. Many of y'all are familiar with that. It's where we come to your church parking lot, frame a home, and then gift it off to Habitat for Humanity, Fuller Center for Housing, or one of our other partners. Help Build Hope is now responsible for over 1,700 forever homes for families all over the country, and that is super exciting to know that churches like yours, people like you, have changed the course of history for over 1,700 families simply by giving up a Saturday morning and going out and serving. The last one is Operation Recovery. For the last 3 years, we have been serving in Western Kentucky as part of a long-term recovery process for families and communities that were hit by tornadoes. And we are now currently in transition to East Tennessee, where we'll be working in Mountain City for the next 12 to 18 months, helping families recover there. Our goal in Operation Recovery is to help to make the local church the hero in the recovery story. And so we will be partnering with Mountain City Christian Church and helping them to expand their footprint out into the community to serve people and to introduce them to the story of Christ. One of the things that we were kind of asked to talk about was, why do you do what you do? And it quite simply is, I want to see the church motivated and active in service. I mean, it's why we as an organization exist. We exist to mobilize the church into meaningful acts of mission and service, and to help our partners do things that they can't do without outside help. For me, that is one of the most exciting things, is when I look back over the year and I can see all the many ways in which we have helped mobilize the church and its people to do amazing things that help the church be the hero in people's story. It's the thing that I love to try to make sure that CrossRoads people understand is people don't care who your Jesus is if he isn't relevant in their life. And one of the most ways to be relevant in people's lives is to meet a very real need in their lives. And for us, a lot of that comes through construction, recovery, recovery from like storms and disasters, things like that. And then just plugging people in to awesome projects that are going on in their community. The other thing is, like, how is God working through us? And I think, the thing that I come back to and a lot of this stuff is, like, one of the things that CrossRoads provides for the people who are working with us is just, it's awesome fellowship. It's great worship. It's great service. So many times I hear people talk about how, man, I really feel like I got more out of this than I gave. And that's the way people of the kingdom should feel. That's, you're doing the very thing that God created you to do. Worship him, serve him, point other people to him. That's what happens when you get involved in mission and you live on mission and you serve in your community and you serve in other communities. So that's one of the ways in how I see God working through us. The other is like, for here in Louisville, for example, we work with a lot of retired guys, and this has become a home for them to have fellowship, camaraderie, that second career in service and volunteerism. And those guys go out about 4 days out of every week. And we've got crews that go out and they literally pour into the lives of families and individuals and ministries, and they help them to accomplish things that they would struggle to do. And it is a blessing for those who serve, and it's a huge blessing for those that they do serve. Some of the things that are kind of challenging in the type of ministry that we work in is we never know who is going to show up. We never know what skill sets they're going to have. That's also part of the fun and the adventure in all of this. We love when people jump in with both feet. If you have skills, we would love to have you. If you don't have skills, we would still love to have you. The thing about this type of ministry is there's very little that we haven't seen at this point. There's very few types of individuals and talent that we haven't worked with, and our staff just loves loving on people. And so we always look forward to mobilizing people into kingdom service. if you haven't taken the opportunity to serve locally, that's what you need to do. You need to jump in, you need to serve locally, and as that starts to take hold and create opportunity, then you need to expand your horizons. Look out across the country, look out across the world. Continue to see how enormous the kingdom of God is, how marvelous his children are, and how many different ways that he can be seen through the eyes of different cultures and individuals. That is one of the things that is going to be so incredible about heaven, is that we're all going to be able to worship God in any language, from any culture, and it's going to be amazing because we're all going to be there together. Those are some of the things that I have picked up on in dealing with all the different cultures and all the different people, is that regardless of who you are, you have something to offer. Regardless of whatever you've been trained in, God can use it in his kingdom. Get involved, and we would love to see you on a Crossroads short-term mission trip sometime in the future. God bless you all.